This conference will now be recorded.
Welcome to Dr. TSPR show. This is Dr. Tangella Shiva Prasad Reddy alias Dr. TSPR. Namaste, Adab, hello. As announced at a very short notice, we have Dr. Maya Valecha from Gujarat, an experienced doctor. Now she is a big social activist. Having garnered knowledge as a doctor by profession, a gynecologist, and various other experiences do go with her name. Incidentally, it is something like a viral disorder making or scaring people into submission has really ignited. That is why we are all ignited minds to get people aware so that you will become knowledgeable or you will start learning, you will become educated so that you can discuss, debate, only then you will become decisive in decision making. And what a better way to have Dr. Maya Valecha, who has been espousing the cause along with us in various platforms, whether it is NISA, where we come together daily, and it's a wonderful platform of world intellectuals. No egos there. We discuss everything threadbare. We are all Democrats. Likewise, Awaken India movement, with so many other movements, she is involved, attached, and very crucial when it comes to sharing knowledge in these times of crisis situation wherein people are literally confused. Their own health, their body and their mind, like in old films, is being trying to taken care of by someone else in a remote way. Is that a fundamental right violation? Yes. Here we are with this show trying to understand what vaccination is all about. And mind you, vaccination is prevention. It's not a medicine, as being touted day in and day out by our so-called politicians, now who have masterminded medicine overnight, who have masterminded this philosophy of science, who have masterminded the research, who have masterminded the ways and means of trying to administer and influence the society, stating that a virus is a dead aspect when it is outside your body. It will become active only when it enters your body. And after that, how it gets weakened because of the continuous exposure of all the people or population, so that the herd immunity, because it is there, the natural innate immunity which is already there to protect you. And this will be explained in such a wonderful and better way than none other than Dr. Maya Valecha. Welcome to this special show, madam. Wonderful to have you. And we have Dr. K.N. Ajay Kumar joining from Kozhikode, Kerala. Again, the slow network connection starts. Kerala Vision, I have taken your connection and you have started to play the dirty game again. Yes, whatever slow or this thing, it is the people's will which will prevail. Dr. Ajay Kumar, I think you are watching Dr. Maya Valecha. I will begin with her.
I cannot see what I can hear you.
Yeah, no problem. That is what is happening.
Yeah.
We cannot see, and only these voices are being heard by people because they are not able to watch, or else the voices are being morphed and only they are allowing voices to reach people. We'll connect. You want to say something before Dr. Maya Valecha starts? What is happening in Kerala?
No, nothing. She can start.
Yeah, Just 2 seconds. What is happening in Kerala? Yes, doctor. Ajay Kumar.
Hello?
Yeah, what is happening in Kerala?
Pardon? I didn't hear what you said up to this time. Anyway, actually, problems are there with COVID virus and all other things, and governance. And a lot of problems are there.
Yeah.
It is said that a second wave is coming, but it is not like that. But vaccination problem is there, and we know that we are going to discuss the same topic. So I think I can talk later after I have this speech.
Wonderful. Maya ji, the floor is yours.
Thank you very much for inviting me, and I'm pleased that Dr. Ajay Kumar is also there with us, and we all will discuss the matter. So the whole thing started when in March 2020, I was about to enjoy my retired life.
Yeah.
And I had actually stopped medical practice also for last 20 years, and now for doing other social work. And then for last 4 years, I'm in a remote village sort of thing.
Yeah.
And suddenly this Corona thing came. For first 15 days, we believed them. But because of social media, we started hearing the other voices also. So the international experts, allopathic doctors of eminent career, one of the top 10 epidemiologists was saying that this is like any other seasonal flu. And then you have to look what actually is happening. So what we started listening to the experts, international experts, some of our experts also with somewhere in the corner of some newspaper you would find, and then connecting it to the all Indian data. And because today's subject is two letters which we have written, one to the Prime Minister and just today to the Chief Justice of India. Our conclusion from the Indian data and all the Sero survey conducted by none other than ICMR, AIMS along with WHO says that majority of the population of India is showing antibodies for the COVID-19. Now these same people were telling us last year that if we reach 60 to 70% of the people having antibodies in their blood, then that will be the herd immunity level, and we won't need vaccine then. What they must have thought that vaccine will come earlier and people will never reach this antibody level, but because we know Indian people have immunity for whatever reason, our spices, our not so good hygienic condition, whatever, and Indian people showed that 60 to 70% of the people, 67.6 average, including children, are having antibodies. They are exposed to corona, they are post-corona. As soon as we started questioning this, one virologist from Ashok University came up that Delta variant is very powerful, and that's why we will now need 80 to 85% of the population to get the antibody. We will come to that calculation later on. But one thing I want to add here, that not only Indian experts, experts abroad, but Indian experts like Dr. Sanjay Rai of AIMS were saying that natural immunity, in the sense that the immunity which we have acquired through the infection, is much better than any vaccine can give you. Apart from the side effects of vaccines, which we are seeing day in and day out, and we know it, and experts were warning it. These are not even, some of them we can call them gene therapy. Apart from that, even the safest vaccine, if we don't need it, if Indian population is already immune, why should this vaccine drive continue? And that's what we have asked in our letter to, rather suggested in our letter to the Prime Minister.
Yeah, I'm
that
trying to
please
get
halt
your.
this
Yeah,
vigorous, overzealous.
Yeah, I'm trying to get your letter onto
Uh-huh.
the screen. Somehow,
Okay.
just already I just gave the gist of your letter, but the other letter which I'm just trying
Yeah.
to open up. Yeah, you go ahead.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, I'll just try to open this letter also for you.
Okay. So, in that letter, we have said that please halt this overzealous vaccine drive because we don't need it. In case if some people up to the age of 60 years and with comorbidities want it, just offer it. No drive. It's wastage of our public money. That is one thing. And 21st of July, we have written this.
Deepo?
But our vocal Prime Minister's office have not cared to answer this.
ये letter का disc-
A group of allopathy doctors writing to the Prime Minister, we have not
letter का disc-
received the answer. And now this virologist comes and says that no, 80 to 85%. See, our answer, which I have tried to give now in our letter to the Chief Justice of India, that when you do survey in June and July, antibodies always come down in 3 to 4 months. Something which they were scaring us. So all the people who had corona in the year 2020 will not show antibody now. But that doesn't mean that they are not immune. They are immune because we have other mechanism. Once you have seen a particular organism, our memory cells recognizes it, and in case of corona for years, now some studies have come that even lifelong. Once you have seen that virus, your immunity, even if the antibodies come down, they will last. So 67.6% of this year, June and July, and those who are not showing it now, last full year, right from June 2020, people in India have started showing antibodies. And it went up to 30 to 50% in most of the states during last year. So just add this 67.6% plus last year's. So practically everybody in our country is immune. Then what are these waves? That also we have tried to explain in our letter to the
Yeah, your
Chief
letter is on the
Justice of
screen,
India.
madam. Your letter is
That-
on the screen, Dr. G.
Yes. Do you want to say anything, Dr.
No, no. One second.
Sivareddy? No. Okay.
Your
So,
letter is on the screen.
what we have.
The world is watching your letter.
Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah. Whichever page you want, I'll put it on the
So,
screen.
What?
Yeah. Go ahead.
So I'm on the. Yes. I'm now on the second page.
Yeah.
That why we had this peak of so-called cases in the March and April and May in the month of May, everywhere it started the number of cases. I have taken one example of Delhi, but then shown that everywhere in India it happened like that. That it started increasing in March, April, started declining in the month of May. Yes, the one which is down there. Yes, and by the end of the month of May, it had a number of cases had already started reaching the bottom line. What they are telling us that because of Delta, the cases, because it is so infectious, that it will spread fast. And their data shows a percentage of whatever number of people were having, they showed positive tests. Delta virus started increasing from the month of April slowly to May, June and July maximum. July was the maximum month when maximum percentage of people showed Delta variant. But at that time, number of cases is not increasing. If that variant is so infectious, then the cases should have increased in the month of June and July. That's not happening. What does it show? It shows that one thing, April and May were the usual months for India to have respiratory infection. Because of the effect of the whole year of lockdown, we had more people succumbing. What lockdown did? One thing, fear. Fear decreases your immunity, economic insecurity, your asocialization, lack of vitamin D because you were asked to stay home. Don't go out. Don't meet people. All prescriptions given to us were to decrease our immunity. And that was the reason why we had little more than usual cases in April and May during our normal season for respiratory system infection. And by the month of June and July, their vaccination, if you try to coordinate with vaccination, I have taken Delhi, given in the letter to Chief Justice of India, that vaccine actually picked in the month of June. But cases have already started declining in the month of May. They had already reached the bottom line by the end of the month. So even you can't say that vaccine was helping. Neither vaccine was helping, neither Delta variant is that infectious. Otherwise, it would have shown rise in June and July month, which is not happening. And last and most important thing I have shown, just go ahead and show the page of CDC. CDC in its one of its document, right in the month of July last year, it's saying last picture in the letter. What it's saying, that if your test is positive, it does not necessarily mean that you are having an infectious virus or any virus in your throat. Just say below 30, above 35 cycles, anything and everything can give positive. Even below that, because this RT-PCR test detects only a fraction of mRNA. So even a dead virus will be detected and you will be labeled positive. But you are not infectious, or if you are having any symptoms at that time, it's not because of COVID-19. So the next sentence CDC itself says that if you are having a positive test, that does not necessarily mean that you have symptoms, or if a person dies unfortunately, that his death was because of COVID-19. But we are doing exactly the opposite. If a test comes positive, you are labeled COVID-19, you are quarantined, all your treatment will direct only towards COVID-19. And we have seen recorded cases. In Bangalore, one husband insisted that how can I want to know the real reason why my wife died. It cannot be COVID-19. And with COVID-19, but her heart condition was missed. And they had to admit that yes, she died because of heart condition, and we had totally missed it because all our attention was toward COVID-19 positive. Now, this is the condition of doctors also. Once the test comes positive, and all the medicines are started, which are proved one after the other, they will say remdesivir, no, they will use it, we will have fake remdesivir, we will have black market of remdesivir, and they will say this was not effective. Actually, remdesivir is having, it's a highly toxic, I would say, drug. Similarly, plasma, you are overloading a person. So many things. Ventilators, they ultimately claim that when ventilators were not to be used, and we used ventilators and people have died. So everything where minimum intervention was to be done, maximum intervention because of panic or because of whatever guidelines was done, and people died. But still, death rate never increased in 2020. In no country, let me tell you, US, UK, Brazil, Italy, you name a country, Even in India, 2020 death rate increase was not as much as it was in 2019. So compare 2021, come 2021, and deaths increased because we had done everything to decrease the immunity of our people. Keep them, the way I said, everything because of all lockdown effects. But still, our people are having immunity and we don't need vaccine. That's what we have written first to the Prime Minister. And I have requested Chief Justice of India that see, we have examples, the whole world can go wrong. When there were no weapons of mass destruction in Iraq, they completely destroyed Iraq and nothing was found. So the whole world can be misled. It's not, something which never happened in this world. So, with his authority, please let the discussions, open discussions with facts. Anybody should be able to see why anybody should be able to ask even Dr. Guleria, why this, why that. But that's not happening. All our media is giving only one-sided opinions. Anybody who says opposite is not either called for any discussion on the TV, never given in voice in any mainstream newspaper. And I really don't know why. When 70% become immune, they say, but 30% are vulnerable, which I said no, even 30% because they are from the last year. But they have forgotten the concept of herd immunity, which they only said last year. So, where to go and whom to tell? We have only one way to deal with this situation, like you are doing, our own channels, our own meetings, our own personal meetings in the villages. We are doing all this and have more our social media connection. Spread the message that yes, India does not need vaccine.
Yeah, wonderful. I'll definitely come back to you. Before I start showing something else. Yeah, Dr. Ajay Kumar. What is happening in Kerala? You can speak intermittently in Malayalam also. The request have come. Dr. Ajay Kumar. Unmute yourself. Dr. Ajay, unmute yourself. Dr. Ajay, this is a problem here in Kerala or anywhere else. They will not allow you. So because I'm just trying to once again flash your letter to Honorable Prime Minister and Honorable Chief Justice of India Supreme Court. And the subject discussion was immunity status of Indian population, progression of Delta virus in India, throwing different light on the need to rethink our vaccination drive. Yep. And let me also just play one video before he gets connected as to what is happening here. Because there was interesting things. There was a study in Pathanamthitta in Kerala that I will discuss after this. We will discuss on that also. And quite the opposite in UP. Indian Council of Medical Research has to answer that. How can it be? Let me play this, the world order, how it is.
Dr. Rainer Fulmick is the public frontman for an international team comprised of hundreds of lawyers and medical experts who have begun legal proceedings over the CDC, the WHO, and the Davos Group for committing crimes against humanity. The protocol for the PCR test given by the WHO and the CDC was knowingly set to a level that guaranteed 100% false positives, or false negatives. So there is no pandemic. This is all about getting people to take the shot. Their argument is that we are at the very least being subjected to an illegal experiment, and at the worst, global genocide. Dr. Fulmick points out how the experimental jab is in clear violation of all 10 of the Nuremberg codes, which carry the penalty of death for those who violate them. Number 1, voluntary consent is absolutely essential. There should be no intervention or any element of force, fraud, deceit, duress, or any form of constraint or coercion. By definition, a vaccine must provide immunity to the virus, protect recipients from getting the virus, reduce deaths, infections, circulation, and transmission of the virus. We are told the experimental jab does none of these, yet they fraudulently call it a vaccine. As far as duress, constraint, and coercion, it's everywhere. If you want your life back, get the shot. Number 2, the experiment should be such as to yield fruitful results unprocurable by other methods. The most fruitful method would be a healthy immune system, which can be achieved through good health and natural supplements such as vitamin D, vitamin C, and zinc. But the people are not being told this. In fact, those who point it out are being vilified and silenced. Number 3, the experiment should be designed and based on the results of animal experimentation. This experimental jab skipped animal testing. Number 4, the experiment should be so conducted as to avoid all unnecessary physical and mental suffering and injury. According to official reports, there are already thousands of deaths and over 250,000 injuries from this experiment. Number 5, no experiment should be conducted where there is an a priori reason to believe that death or disabling injury will occur. Past trials have shown a strong possibility that these new spike proteins will cause a body to attack itself. This is known as antibody-dependent enhancement, or ADE. And recent doctors have blown the whistle that this could end up killing everybody who's been vaccinated in the next 2 years. Number 6, the risk should never exceed the benefit. COVID-19 has a 98 to 99% survival rate, less deadly than the seasonal flu. The experimental jab is already the most dangerous vaccine in VAERS' 30-year history. Number 7, proper preparations should be made and adequate facilities provided to protect the experimental subject against even remote possibilities of injury, disability, or death. There were no preparations made. There are no facilities. The subject shows up for their shot and goes home. Number 8, the experiment should be conducted only by scientifically qualified persons. This experiment has been exclusively run by politicians, the media, celebrities, and big pharma bureaucrats. Number 9, the subject should be at liberty to bring the experiment to an end. Thousands of medical experts have attempted to end this madness, and their voices continue to be silenced. Number 10, the experiment must be brought to an end if resulting in injury or death. And yet, the experiment pushes on. Once again, those who violate these international laws are subject to the death penalty. Legal proceedings are moving forward and evidence is being collected. Whistleblowers are directed to contact the international team at www.securewhistleblower.com. This is likely the biggest crime ever committed against the world population. And the question is, do we still have a judicial system to exact justice? For Infowars.com, this is Greg Reese.
Yeah, Madam Ji, I have been having request that I should play it again. With your permission, I shall. They have been requesting. Shall I? Dr. Mayaji, before we open up the discussion.
It's okay, whatever. I mean, it's your channel, and if you have so many requests, you can do what.
Yeah.
Dr. Dr. Reiner Fulmick is the public frontman for an international team comprised of hundreds of lawyers and medical experts who have begun legal proceedings over the CDC, the WHO, and the Davos Group for committing crimes against humanity. The protocol for the PCR test given by the WHO and the CDC was knowingly set to a level that guaranteed 100% false positives or false negatives. So there is no pandemic. This is all about getting people to take the shot. Their argument is that we are at the very least being subjected to an illegal experiment, and at the worst, global genocide. Dr. Fulmick points out how the experimental jab is in clear violation of all 10 of the Nuremberg codes, which carry the penalty of death for those who violate them. Number 1, voluntary consent is absolutely essential. There should be no intervention or any element of force, fraud, deceit, duress, or any form of constraint or coercion. By definition, a vaccine must provide immunity to the virus, protect recipients from getting the virus, reduce deaths, infections, circulation, and transmission of the virus. We are told the experimental jab does none of these, yet they fraudulently call it a vaccine. As far as duress, constraint, and coercion, it's everywhere. If you want your life back, get the shot. Number 2, the experiment should be such as to yield fruitful results unprocurable by other methods. The most fruitful method would be a healthy immune system, which can be achieved through good health and natural supplements such as vitamin D, vitamin C, and zinc. But the people are not being told this. In fact, those who point it out are being vilified and silenced. Number 3, the experiment should be designed and based on the results of animal experimentation. This experimental jab skipped animal testing. Number 4, the experiment should be so conducted as to avoid all unnecessary physical and mental suffering and injury. According to official reports, there are already thousands of deaths and over 250,000 injuries from this experiment. Number 5, no experiment should be conducted where there is an a priori reason to believe that death or disabling injury will occur. Past trials have shown a strong possibility that these new spike proteins will cause a body to attack itself. This is known as antibody-dependent enhancement, or ADE. And recent doctors have blown the whistle that this could end up killing everybody who's been vaccinated in the next 2 years. Number 6, the risk should never exceed the benefit. COVID-19 has a 98 to 99% survival rate, less deadly than the seasonal flu. The experimental jab is already the most dangerous vaccine in VAERS' 30-year history. Number 7, proper preparations should be made and adequate facilities provided to protect the experimental subject against even remote possibilities of injury, disability, or death. There were no preparations made. There are no facilities. The subject shows up for their shot and goes home. Number 8, the experiment should be conducted only by scientifically qualified persons. This experiment has been exclusively run by politicians, the media, celebrities, and big pharma bureaucrats. Number 9, the subject should be at liberty to bring the experiment to an end. Thousands of medical experts have attempted to end this madness, and their voices continue to be silenced. Number 10, the experiment must be brought to an end if resulting in injury or death. And yet, the experiment pushes on. Once again, those who violate these international laws are subject to the death penalty. Legal proceedings are moving forward and evidence is being collected. Whistleblowers are directed to contact the international team at www.securewhistleblower.com. This is likely the biggest crime ever committed against the world population. And the question is, do we still have a judicial system to exact justice? For Infowars.com, this is Greg Reese.
So this is how the situation is, and I think I can just close this now so that we can just, for people to understand, this is the letter written by our guest Dr. Maya Valecha, and in tune with that the request video was also played. We are not here to discuss something which is not science and which is not logic, and there is no question of creating fear psychosis. People have to understand, and this purely merits a logical or a scientific discussion. That's how we requested many others also to join. The purpose of making this live show with the poster and link in advance is like notice. We have noticed everyone. If you have anything, you are most welcome. My mobile number is there. You can reach out to me. My email IDs are also very much there. And you are also most welcome to discuss whatever you feel, the other side of the coin also. Yes, Dr. Maya Valecha, you yourself a doctor by profession. How does this video help your letter? Because you people have been watching this.
How do I?
How does this video, Nuremberg 10?
Yeah, I have one comment that whatever that was told that because of antibody dependent enhancement, I mean, not all the, I mean, no expert, even the person, Dr. Luke, a Nobel Prize winner, his full interview I have seen, and he doesn't say that all will die. So let's not scare the people like that.
Let us not scare them.
It's only that.
Yeah, that's the good point.
So that particular thing, fact, I mean, let's not only that, I mean, even other experts are there on record. Yes, incidences of antibody enhancement will increase. Antibody enhancement can occur even with prior infection.
Yeah.
And just imagine you already have antibody, and then if you get, think of the situation of India, which our people are showing that they have antibodies. Now you give them vaccine, you want to give more antibodies. So more chances of having more people having antibody enhancement and having, when they actually see or they are exposed to the virus again. Usually what happens, immunity does not mean that you will never get sick, even of the same virus. Virus immunity is not something like you will never, but you will have a milder infection next time. If your body has developed acquired immunity through natural infection, or even if you didn't have any immunity and you get vaccine, most of the time you get a balanced reaction and milder infection next time. Some people will get milder. It doesn't, never think that immunity means, if you keep on searching the virus, people will have a virus in their body. That is no way of having any epidemiological investigation. Never in the history of medicine this was done, that without any symptom you go around and check people. 99.4% of the people in Bangalore who tested positive had no symptoms. What does it mean? People are immune. Only thing is that you want to show that so many people are having corona. Of course we are having corona, all previous corona, this corona in our body. That does not mean you are sick. We are immune and we are living with them. That's all. So that particular portion, I don't agree with the video that all will die. No, all will not.
No, that should not be.
All will not get antibody.
Yeah, I'm trying to. That's what I wanted to tell people, that your immune system, your natural immune system is so perfect. Anything foreign, it will take care. But when you are not scared, when you have that minimum exposure to sun, when you start taking nutritious diet, when you have that regular exercise other than exposing to sun, believe me, many such vaccines also will not harm you. In fact, it is your immune system. But you have to be mindful whether at all we need such type of unproved untested and out of the box emerging vaccines. Vaccine is a science, you know, it takes 10 to 15 years. But how is that overnight these vaccines are coming? That is what we are trying to make you to understand. Don't get scared away, nothing will happen. Your own immune system is perfect. Be happy. That's what she was telling. If you fear, if you become morose, sad, like you, the outer expression, the inner body of yours, vital force also will behave same way. So keep that in your mind. Don't get scared away. We have shown the Nuremberg 10, the world order, what it is. Those world orders everyone have to adhere to, every nation. Am I right, Dr. Mayaji?
Yes, Nuremberg Code, which was specially came into existence after Nazi experiments. Hitler did experiments with drugs on the prisoners without their consent. And during that trial, even the doctors were punished, even the journalists were punished, all those who had acted against the people, against humanity. That's why they were called crimes against humanity. I mean, whosoever, you can't say my boss asked me to do and I did. No, you have to use your brain. All those who said that, okay, we got orders from above, even they were punished. Like if the government tells you to give vaccine, but you have to use your own brain. Doctors have to use their own brain and discuss this out openly. People are scared to speak even the word vaccine. That no, I will not take part in that particular discussion if the word vaccine comes. I mean, I have seen such people. So that should not be there. Even if there is order from above, you have to use your own brain. That's what Nuremberg Code was made then.
So, willfully or by default, whatever you do, doctors or nurses or those who are executing this unproved, tomorrow if something happens, they have to face the law.
Of course they have to.
Is that right, Dr. Mayaji? At least this will sensitize our doctors' fraternity.
Yeah, of course they will. That's what I'm saying, that even doctors had to face those trials, and maximum number of because maximum number of people facing trial were doctors, so the special Nuremberg Code was formed for this should not happen in the future. And that's why this code was formed and internationally recognized that all nations have to follow this code.
Then how do you look at this scenario? Yeah. How do you look at the scenario now, that Hitler type of scenario is prevailing in the country and the world?
And because what I'm saying is, for science, for democracy, there should be an open discussion, which is not happening. You see everything one-sided. I'm telling you, I was in contact with few newspapers or channels, and they would answer my things. They would write my letter to the editors. Now that has stopped. Nobody will answer. Nobody will do anything. Because if you speak, my friends, my classmates, they will say that don't tag me in your Facebook post if the word vaccine is there in that post. Why? Everybody is afraid. So that scare is there. That kind of the same scenario which existed during Nazi period. That scare. Basically, everybody was scared to speak anything. And that's why whatever the order, they will follow.
So that Nuremberg Code will become effective now in this situation also.
Yes. I mean, people will have to form another code maybe after this.
Because that is not. Dr. Ajay, are you back?
Yes, he's saying.
Yeah, Dr. Ajay, what is happening in Kerala? Pathanamthitta, 7,000 cases samples they have collected, and they said it is really escaping. It's a immuno escape. Both Covishield and Covaxin have been given, inoculated, but still they say they have found 7,000 escaping the immune provided by these two vaccines. How do you look at the scenario?
This is not the problem of Kerala only. This is the problem of the world.
Okay.
Actually, that is what she was talking. Maya Velacha was talking the same thing.
Yeah.
And of course, sometimes she may be exaggerating something, but whatever we know. Anyway, she's talking a point in the sense that how natural immunity can be developed in people. One thing. And another thing is that whatever vaccines they are using, it is sure that it is not the problem with Kerala, but throughout the world, the same thing is happening.
Your voice.
Again, we can mute. It's mute now.
You unmute yourself.
13 or 14.
Yeah.
Okay. This is happening throughout the world, and now they are talking about mixing of viruses. You know, that is the latest news. How can we mix viruses? The problem is that every company is doing research, and they are saying that the double dose, again booster dose, like that they are talking, and scientists are not at all clear about what they are talking about. That is one of the most important points. Of course, I am not against vaccine, because he is talking about vaccine, because I don't know what some other alternative is there or not. That's another thing. But she was talking rightly that why they are not bothered about natural immunity. One thing. Another thing is that even though we are providing vaccines, Covaxin or Covishield or Pfizer, whatever it may be, the same thing happening what was happened in Pathanamthitta in Kerala, that most of the people are actually cannot resist this virus. That is one of the most important things. And you know, there was a study in Israel Health Department. They were publishing it in Nature. The problem is that Pfizer has already, they said that more than 90% of the immunity is there if Pfizer vaccine is used. That was their propaganda. After that, it was declined. That is what is happening. That 90% is declined to 84%. That was this article I am from Nature.
Yeah.
That after that, the study on the basis of this, they were actually formulated a hypothesis, a different hypothesis. That is, they say that it was due to a kind of, it was a double-blinded study. Actually, the researchers on drugs were double-blinded. Placebo was used. Generally, that is what is the method of doing these things.
Yeah.
But after some time, they themselves saying that they have stopped the double-blind study, because the person who's actually taking this drug know that he's taking the drug, or don't know, like that. So in the double-blind study, the people who are actually accepting the placebo, they don't know that they are accepting the placebo. But for that, their explanation is like this: once there is 95% of the Pfizer vaccine is actually successful. So the people who are actually tested with a placebo, knowing that it is a placebo or it is a drug, they themselves know that they are accepting it. And at that time, though, they are very courageous enough to go outside. That means because they have the vaccine. So they go.
It's a mind game.
And mixing with people.
Yeah.
They are mixing with. This is a fantastic explanation put forward by these studies. That means actually they are mocking us. I don't know what they are doing. And after that, this hypothesis says that it is due to the fact that double-blind study has stopped, so that the people who are actually accepting the drug came to know that they are accepting the drug, and they are very much confident. They are having very much confidence on Pfizer vaccine. So they say that, oh yes, I have accepted Pfizer vaccine. So if I am mixed to others, no problem. I don't get this virus. This was the reason of the declining of this vaccinated people who are not immune to 84%. This was one explanation.
Yeah.
That is what is the same thing what's happening to the mixing. So mixing of vaccine is taking place throughout the world. In Russia, the research is going on. And everywhere it is going on. That means mixing. Actually what they are doing is they are testing people. We are not guinea pigs. They don't know what is actually, whether this vaccine is correct or whether this vaccine is not tested. Most of the vaccines are not tested in a manner, as we were talking about Nuremberg Code, as well as ethics in science, ethics in drug research, ethics in research to people. All the several things are there, but they are not following anything. But they are actually still trying to or trying to make people as guinea pigs. This is what is happening. So what they want to, so they're talking about, once Narendra Modi was talking about the gap between two vaccines. So it is 84 days or 89, because everything is experimental. If 40 days accelerate to 84 days, the thing is that who's going, after that, oh, UP mixing was happened, no problem, mixing is something is good like that. So this is happening throughout the world. This is not the problem with India. This is how, actually, I am for science. Actually, I am for science. I am not against scientific experiments. I don't know what are, the problem is that I don't have any other option. That's another thing. But we can wait for immunity, as Maya Velacha, Dr. Maya Velacha has rightly pointed. We can wait for immunity, but I cannot support her in that sense that we are afraid of that. How can we wait for immunity? That I'm not in favor of. I cannot wait for immunity. But whatever they are doing in the field of this science, or what in the field of as in the name of scientific research, is wrong. As she has rightly pointed out, what Hitler did on people. Actually, we can compare these things in one, not exactly like that. This is actually a testing, but at the same time, we have to point out what we have to do. Actually, when Dr. Maya Velacha was pointing out that she was not acceptable to her friends when they tag a vaccine, name tag vaccine. Because how can we, as a community, how can we take a decision? How can we communicate with others? That is the problem. We are alone. She is talking alone. Nobody is listening to her. So what is the problem? When nobody is listening to her, what happens is that even she is talking about the right thing, nobody is going to accept what she is talking. But we have to, we have to think about it. We have to talk these things to scientific community, talk to doctors and all other fellows, and we'll have to make a platform at least to make it aware of these things. That means we should not be against vaccination, but this vaccination program that is going on nowadays is actually testing what is happening throughout the world. There are different types of vaccination programs: inactivated virus, messenger RNA virus, messenger RNA viral vectors, adenovirus vectors. So there are different programs they are planning, and they are saying that T cells are mostly produced when it is adenovirus, or otherwise they say that these antibodies are not producing in mRNA virus. Like that, they are confusing everything, and they are trying to mix these things, and still they are proposing that we'll have to mix all these procedures together. All these things are going on like testing. This is the problem. So it should be open. They should say that it is testing.
Yeah, if it is testing,
it should be for an open debate. What she has done.
Right. That is healthy. That is healthy. As you rightly pointed out, Dr. Maya Velacha, if it is testing, you should open it for discussion. Let people have informed consent. If they are willing, they will go for it. Otherwise, how can you enforce? That is one thing. But here, for both of you, the Kerala experiment in Pathanamthitta, whatever serological studies or genome, whatever they have done, they clearly stated that the Delta variant is escaping the immunity provided by both Covishield and Covaxin. Kindly listen to this. Then, when we have pointed out that means this vaccination program is going haywire. Very next day, they say in UP, in a small 40 or something, we are 130 crores population. Even if you leave children or young, at least 100 crore population is there. But when such is the case, you are stating one side the Delta variant is escaping both the immunity provided by Covishield and Covaxin. What sort of immunity it is providing? There is no absolute data. They have to come forward. That's what we have written letters to ICMR and everyone. And the other side, when such is the reality, now here in UP you are stating by combining both these, they are getting immunity. Now which is the truth? Dr. Ajay.
I cannot answer that question. I cannot say that it is the truth. Because the thing is that
you are a scientific man. You are a scientific man. Yeah, she will answer. But no, you are a scientific man. You are a doctorate in this thing. In Pathanamthitta, it escapes.
No, we are at experimental stage. Everything is at experimental stage. That I am sure. I am sure because I am reading article from this Medex 14 like that. Different journals are there.
pre-publishing journals are there. So whatever they are doing, sir, everything is experiment.
No, one straight question to you.
People don't know this.
No, because Kerala was the literate state and first it came out of this thing. Now Kerala being scared into submission stating that so many number of cases. Now they don't give the names and list from where they are happening, how they are happening, and how many government hospitals are flooded, how many private hospitals are flooded, one thing. The others, the Pathanamthitta episode, 7,000 cases I am telling you, not a small one. 7,000 cases, they are reporting there is an immune escape. That means this Covishield and Covaxin are not working, not generating that immunity. When such is the case, then how is that Kerala going on with the experimentation of vaccinating people through these vaccines? And on the other side, ICMR, how is it stating that by combining these vaccines, you have immunity?
I'll just.
Yeah, please,
I'll
madam,
just
go ahead, go
tell
ahead,
you
go ahead.
one thing.
Yeah, go ahead.
But I know this side, how they will answer. This is alone they were not protecting, but when you combine, I mean, with their whatever hypothesis, they will now put up a hypothesis that when you combine, they will act. So they can give any explanation. I'm just waiting what explanation they give. And this kind of explanation they can give. Two things I wanted to clear from Dr. Ajay Kumar, what he said. He has probably misunderstood that I am saying waiting for herd immunity. No, I'm not saying. We have already achieved our Sero survey done by ICMR, done by AIMS and WHO together is saying that now 67.6% of people are showing antibodies and children included in this, right? And what my argument is, when they said that not 32% are still not showing, which is a totally bogus argument in the sense that herd immunity like thing. But still I am telling that people who had immunity last year, antibodies come down 4 weeks. So they will not show antibodies today. So 67.6 which are showing today, and there is another 30% who had corona last year and whose antibodies are down, but they are immune because of the cellular immunity. There is something like cellular immunity which takes up. Once antibodies come down, there is another defense mechanism which will not show in your body, but you are immune. That's why I am saying that practically everybody in our country, 67.6 today, plus 30% of last year who are not showing antibody now in your June-July survey, they all are immune. And if you have heard of latest 2-3 studies, which is Dr. Bakri and Doctors for COVID Ethics have written thousands of letters to the physicians that in fact 99.9% of the population world over has immunity because of the exposure to past coronavirus. Why? Because during the infection, and this is known, whether during the infection, that means after the infection or after vaccination, what they are measuring is IgG. I have seen reports. IgG and IgA appear from the recall memory. That is, you have already seen this virus in past, because this COVID-19 virus is only 20% different from previous coronavirus. And we all are producing IgG and IgA. If you see any virus for the first time in your life, then you will produce IgM, and that too, it will take a longer period. But all of us, whether after infection or after vaccination, you know, they are telling you that within 15 days your antibodies will come up. We all know that. That's what they are saying. But IgG and IgA coming up within 15 days is a recall memory antibodies. That means we have seen this, what they are calling novel coronavirus. It's no novel. We have seen this virus in past, and that's what Dr. Bakri's video is, eye-opener with the quotation of these recent studies that now at least stop calling it a novel virus. We all are immune to it, and that's what the antibodies. Some people will have, the way I said, even after the previous infection, you can have I mean, there are hosts of reasons. People used to die even with seasonal flu. It's not that nobody has ever died in this world. The fact is that mortality has not increased in the year 2020. 2021 is yet to end, and even if we believe that deaths were more in April and May, but that was the effect of lockdown and not because of any variant. Because I showed you the variant,
Yeah.
the variant percentage and number of cases are in different months. They are not in the same months.
That's the point.
Okay, and alone. And Dr. Ajay Kumar said that alone. No, I'm not alone. I'm not alone. Okay, some classmates are that coward and saying that don't got me. See, Dr. Siva. See, I mean, you are here, and Dr.
Ajay.
Prasad Reddy knows what a big,
Big group we are.
Organizations are now. NISA, Awaken India Movement,
Yeah.
others. There are lots of people who are now awakening and doing this effort, and we are sure that we will come over everything that is going on.
Because we are here to discuss science, debate science, take decisions as per facts on record and logically. That's why when they said all will die after vaccination, we condemn that. We say we will not accept that. Because your own innate natural immunity is there to protect you. You be happy, go out in sun. Whatever bloody so many loaded vaccinations will not do any harm. But we are not guinea pigs, as Dr. Ajay Kumar clearly stated. We are human beings, and we are with a constitution wherein the personal liberty is highest. As soon as you are born on this earth, you will attract those human rights. You are not a guinea pig. You have a right to understand, right to decide what is good and what is not. And that when it comes to health, it is your body, your mind, and you are the authority. And India being a republic, we are not a banana republic. In India, the democracy, we are a republic wherein every individual or citizen is a constitutional authority himself or herself. We all come together to form a democracy, unlike other democracies. You have to understand. That is why we said everything has to start with India. How can we have shown past ICMR, DCGI, when we questioned through this show itself, Dr. Satish Ranjan was there, molecular immunologist from Germany. We borrowed everything from the website of ICMR. We said, where is the trial of efficacy? First safety, then efficacy, immunogenicity, then immediately they went huddle into emergency use authorization. Is it right or not? I've been writing right from 2020, all evidencing. Why doesn't it come out with facts? And then we questioned, what are the treatment protocols? Who authored it? Remdesivir or whatever it is, monoclonal bodies and all. Even the so-called WHO which imposed, it took away in November. We continued till May 2021. People were looted in the black market and they did die. People died, we say, of complications, drug trials. Because we were asking to release the case sheets of corporate hospitals and government hospitals. What is the recovery rate here? What is the recovery rate there? And during that period, when you have inserted vaccines, what is the immunity it has generated? And then silently, those people, like all of us who have not gone for vaccines, did you check the immunity levels? Did you study serological this thing? And all those who were quarantined, who recovered from Ayurveda, naturopathy or other beliefs, is there any data? This is the vast majority data. Where is the data? Instead of putting this data out, now even Khadarvalli, yes, challenged. He said millets, small pickles wherein you get a lot of vitamin C, sun exposure, vitamin D, and then Surya Namaskaram. Likewise, nice therapy. Even NIN, Ahmedabad, has conducted trials. They said yes, they have recovered without any medicine, with simple changes in the diet. These are all on record. Then Anand Daya's medicine. Andhra Pradesh High Court has cleared 4 variants. It has been in the lookout for emergency use authorization like untested and untrialed vaccines. Why don't you give them permission so that people like us who have faith in them, we will accept. And then once you are hospitalized, you make people to sign consent form. Why do you need all that? Same thing applies here also. Why are you not opening up? Why is the central government, ICMR, as well as DCGI and all the respective state governments, including all opposition political parties, are behind vaccines, which they themselves claim every now and then? The Pathanamthitta exposure, that Delta variant is escaping. Not we are saying, not Dr. Maya or Dr. Ajay Kumar. You yourself from your own mouth. Then the other side, when they are not working here, how is that in combination they will work there? This is a mystery. This is the confusion. So, in whose favor ICMR, DCGI is working? And we have asked the autopsy reports. Where is that? Why are you pressurizing in Kerala that until and unless you are vaccinated, you will not be allowed to enter? That is the reason why we have to bring this code into focus. Tomorrow, these people who are indulging, who are trying to force people upon, and also who are managing to implement that, they are all equally liable. And we have demanded through the letter more than 1 year. Why still central government, state governments, Indian Council of Medical Research, Director Control Government of India still using emergency use authorization for these vaccines? If they are really providing immunity, you should have removed that. Let them become liable and let them compensate so that the people also will have confidence. If they are providing immunity, why should you have this? Even you check the ringtone of this latest corona, it says you should get vaccinated. At the same time, again you have to wear mask, social distancing. I am correcting the government. It is not social, it is physical distancing. You are not moving people away from the society. That's a wrong word, wrong connotation. Say physical distance. You still blow out all that. That means you are not sure of your own vaccine. When such is the case, don't you think people have right to reject it and to employ safer methods? Why we say Ayurveda, naturotherapy, ingredients are very clear on it. What side effects they have. Everything is clear on the face. Unlike vaccines, you churn out all the details of each and every vaccine, what it contains. Why are you providing this immunity, emergency use authorization using the public paid taxes, and public are not informed what is happening? That is what we are trying to say. Dr. Ajay, are you there? Can you wind up? Dr. Ajay Kumar, this is what is happening in Kerala. It was a literacy state which has recovered from this menace. Now, yeah, please. Yeah, go ahead.
The problem is that it is not only the problem of vaccine, but how you see the things, how you perceive the things.
Yeah.
So actually, it has been happening for the last 2 years in Kerala. Not only in Kerala, Kerala it is very clear that everybody is believing in vaccination as well as this. Nobody is believing in, or nobody in the sense that government is not at all believing in natural immunity, anything like that. Actually, everything is closed. That's the thing. Of shops and everything. That is what people are not allowed to go anywhere.
So health issue converted into a law and order issue.
Going on, because if you are to want to purchase something from outside, you will have to get a certificate of vaccination or. Yes. Pardon?
A health issue converted.
People resist.
Oh, this is a social issue also now, because actually. Pardon?
Health
There are
issue.
people resisting.
People will be actually isolated from the society. No, nobody is resisting here, but only there is a resistance for, in that sense is not there. Resistance like this is not there. But actually, voices like this, I mean, they're alone. There's no platform like that. Nothing like that against vaccination. But there are certain discussions going on about this type of Ayurveda, allopathy like debates. But homeo medicines were actually marketing the. Actually, homeo medicine was actually spreading in Kerala. For this, there's immunity medicine is like that.
The government is distributing homeo and Ayurvedic medicine, right? Government is distributing.
The people are aware of the fact that.
I tell you, I know some
Yes.
people.
Government is distributing homeo and Ayurvedic medicines on one side for quarantine patients. On the other side is trying to promote this thing. And that is the $1 million question. Now, Pathanamthitta, when they say vaccines escape immunity, that is not being reflected in the media here and people are not being able to understand. That's what I'm asking you to speak something in Malayalam also.
Yeah.
Is it not a fact that both Covishield and
I
Covaxin?
didn't hear it.
No, no. Yeah, go ahead.
Actually, it is a fact. Covaxin as well as Covishield was there, but at the same time, immunity is not there. This is not that is what I am talking you. This Pathanamthitta issue has highlighted in the newspaper, but throughout Kerala, this because I know so many people who are vaccinated are actually having no immunity because in our neighborhood also the same thing is happening. Everywhere in Calicut, everywhere it is happening. But they say that only mild infection is there. That is one thing. Mild infection is there if it is vaccinated. But actually, nowadays, scientific studies itself shows that mild infection is a sign of losing immunity. Actually, mild infection itself is a sign of losing immunity. That paper is published now. That means whatever mild infection by those who are vaccinated is a sign of losing immunity of peace. Yeah.
No, here I'll give you, I'll add another thing to both panelists. Panelists in discussion, 97-98% the world says nothing will happen with this corona. Am I right? When such is the case, how can these vaccines stout that they are providing immunity when 98% recover on their own? In their only 2%, if they are seeing immunoescape, how can this vaccine work? Is it a logic?
See, even, I mean, on WHO side,
This is the case.
Yeah.
we have Dr. John and in this paper on WHO site saying that 0.05% is the infection fatality rate of corona, right? So that means 99.5% are recovery. That is 0.05%. In our country, with each zero survey, even counting those 15 days that when the immunity will start appearing, in our letter to Prime Minister, throughout we have shown that mortality rate has not gone above 0.1%. It has gone for the state of Karnataka and all that as low as 0.035%. So you can understand it's not even 1 or 2% mortality. No, it's less than 0.1% mortality. Infection fatality rate, that's what is to be calculated in such diseases. I mean, John Ioannidis is one of the top 10 most quoted epidemiologists of the world, and he's saying this. His latest lecture in Stanford, where he works, in Stanford University itself, is available on YouTube. And there he says, again repeating, what for we are doing this, I mean, right from testing to quarantine and lockdown and whatever, for that 0.05%, and you are taking away all the life from people. Just think of life lost. Life is not just, your existence. This whole 1.5 year of life is lost for all. It's no life.
That's the point. Yeah, Mr. Ajay Kumar, students have lost their precious academic years. Those who came out of 10th, they have missed their childhood, student days. Yes. And this is for point, because I am quoting from their official figures. Let ICMR dispute this. Let Prime Minister of India dispute. Let Chief Minister of Kerala and all Chief Ministers, including the health ministers, let them dispute. Is it correct or not that 98 to 99% recover on their own? This virus is not that deadly. These are these statements not made by your own officials or not, including ICMR, DCGI. For the sake of 0.5 or 1%, you have been troubling others who have already gained natural immunity. Now, because of these lockdowns, because of this fear, because of this forced vaccination, you are making them sick. Is it right or not? Put that in English as well as in Malayalam, Mr. Ajay Kumar.
That is correct. This is a forced vaccine. Actually, where is the data? That is the question. Actually, the problem is that everybody is, when not one is the in mortality rate. Throughout the world, what is happening is that it's a big business. Vaccination is a big business in that sense, because they are talking about booster vaccines. So, actually, scientific data still asks the question: what is the use of a booster vaccine, third-time vaccine? So, is there any data for you to say that that there's a booster vaccine? So, throughout the world, then still they are thinking about booster vaccine. Even with the data, what is happening with the two doses of vaccine which is already given, and that most, of course, the problem. One of the discussions is that those countries are not getting vaccination and all the things are going on. At that time, these companies are talking about booster vaccine.
Just to psych the mind.
This booster vaccine, how it works in this case. Even you just another thing is that actually Maya Valecha was talking about those who have already have this COVID virus infection. We are sure that from our preliminary knowledge they will be having immunity.
Yeah.
But these people, those who are already infected, those who have already gone through the process of this COVID-19 infection, they are also compelling to get vaccinated. Why? This is the question. Then what is vaccination then?
That's
actually,
what
we are befooling us. Actually, vaccination is actually a training for the body to get it off the disease. So memory, or inverted comma, like the kind of memory of this thing. So this is why already happened to a person who was already infected. And still he was compelled to vaccination, second dose, and this is very happy. Yes, I got infection, I got vaccinated, everything is over. Still he is getting. This is the question, because that type of, actually we say that we are literate, but actually we are not literate in the
yeah.
Actually, in the childhood days also, we know that one virus is infected, we will get immunity. So that is what we are learning from our knowledge, and that is what is actually mimicking. They are mimicking. Vaccination is a mimicking in that sense. So still, this process is going on without any open discussion, without any consultation. Doctors are saying, and actually, Maya Valecha has rightly pointed out, everybody is afraid of talking against vaccination. That is the question.
No, they should not be afraid. They should.
I don't talk about against vaccination. Remember, I'm not against vaccination still, because I don't know what to do. Actually, I'm not because I'm afraid, but I don't know any alternative. That's it. So you cannot
Here, it's like this, Dr. Ajay Kumar.
Discussing Maya Valecha, she has rightly pointed out there is no need of vaccination. That doesn't mean that she is vaccination. He is in favor of vaccination, but there is no need. That is she is emphasizing. No.
Yeah, that's what.
She's not against vaccination, but she is saying that vaccination is not needed for now.
Exactly.
We are not against. See, it has to be understood. Vaccination is a science. It has to be understood. Vaccination is a science, and overnight you cannot bring out any vaccine, and that too the world, that too the entire world says 99% recover on their own. See, I am not quoting this. Let the Prime Minister, Honorable Prime Minister of India, all respective Chief Ministers, Chief Secretaries, Health Ministers, Health Secretaries, let them correct me if I am wrong, including DCGI and ICMR. You yourself have stated 99% will recover on their own. Chalo, I am giving that 0.5% to you. For this 1%, the entire 1.5 years, you are trying to scare people into submission. Is this right or not? This is what my question is all about. And even that 1% also, after 1 year, don't you think they would have got infected and they would have attained immunity? And even after attaining immunity, you are forcing them also to take vaccination along with normal people. Am I right or wrong, Mr. Dr. Ajay? Untested vaccines, and for that too for 99% easy recovery, wherein they have natural immunity.
Yes, that's correct.
That's what I'm saying. That on one hand, I mean, there is lower infection fatality.
Yeah, speak, madam. Speak,
Also,
madam.
that's what is the crux of our letter to Prime Minister. We have said this about infection fatality rate also, that how low it is.
Yeah.
And on the other hand, our data, whatever the other countries are saying, I am worried about India. And throughout the year, Indian population has shown increasing level of antibody percentage of the population.
Right.
So India has attained herd immunity. That's what is the conclusion in their own words. And if you add I mean, I'm a doctor. We can always, this mathematical model, even the economists are now talking about corona. I have got all the rights to speak about corona. Right?
You are a doctor, madam. You are a doctor by profession, and you are a constitutional authority yourself. You have every right to speak. You have every right to speak.
I'm not in authority. That doesn't mean I can't study all the zero surveys and analyze them and put forward, right? And we have a group of doctors who have written this letter to the Prime Minister. It's not only me.
Yeah.
Right? And it's all logical. They have to now open. You know, the way you said, without we distribute leaflets so in the town here. So in last leaflet, that's what we have said. We have said that without fear, just discuss the thing openly, and you will come to know that it's not that deadly a disease.
Discussion. Yeah, you put it in Malayalam and finish it off, sir. 99% government says nothing will happen. For the 1% last 1 year, what is this going on? And that too untested, under trial vaccines. And even after 1 year, still they are not removing emergency use authorization if the vaccines were to be working. And they know they are using this intelligent way. 99% have their own immunity antibodies. Now by injecting, stating that they have acquired immunity through these vaccines. And if that is the case, remove liability and compensation angle from them. And also you throw open a challenge that Anandayas Ayurveda medicine is there. Dr. Khadarwalli's millet therapy. Dr. Rai Chaudhary's nice. Or another therapy from Gujarat. We all follow Dr. Hitesh Swarna Prasham and all. We are all happy, hale and healthy. And in our neighborhood, we don't see anyone sick, anyone going to hospital. Likewise, every neighborhood, I wish that India understands, every neighborhood you check how many are infected, how many are affected, how many are dying because of this, then you will understand. And mind you, more than 26,000 people die every day in India. And how many are dying because of corona? You question them. How many starvation deaths because of lockup? No employment. Children missing out their childhood, student days. And people like us, we have to run for cover. No one sponsors us until and unless we speak. And they are trying to belittle our economies. We are struggling. Why? Because we speak truth. We debate. We debate. That is why when we played that video, we said, all will die. That is rubbish. That is nonsense. Yes, Dr. Ajay, finish it in Malayalam. Ajay. Dr. Ajay Kumar, please. Yes, because I'm receiving messages.
Suicide, India, suicides. This is COVID because issues in the starvation death government employees situation is there the Patani Varnangal Malbatu Puri Samuki Michael disturb COVID-19 കഴിഞ്ഞ 2 വർഷക്കാലത്തെ അനുഭവങ്ങളിൽ നിന്ന് എങ്ങനെയാണ് ഇത്രയും അർത്ഥത്തിൽ സസ്പെൻഡ് ചെയ്യപ്പെട്ട ഒരവസ്ഥയിൽ നിന്ന് മാറി സ്കൂളുകളും കോളേജുകളും അതുപോലെ തന്നെ എല്ലാ സ്ഥാപനങ്ങളും അടച്ചുപൂട്ടപ്പെടുകയും എല്ലാ ആളുകളും തന്നെ ഈ മാനസിക സമ്മർദ്ദത്തിലാവുകയും അതിന്റെ ആ ഒരു അവസ്ഥയിൽ നിന്ന് മാറി ചിന്തിക്കാൻ സർക്കാരുകൾ തയ്യാറാകുന്നില്ല എന്നതാണ്. അതുകൊണ്ട് ആ അർത്ഥത്തിൽ സർക്കാരുകൾ അവരുടെ ഇത്തരം നിലപാടുകളിൽ നിന്ന് അതായത് വാക്സിനേഷന് എതിരായി നിൽക്കുക എന്നുള്ളതല്ല, മറിച്ച് സാമൂഹ്യ ജീവിതം തിരിച്ചു കൊണ്ടുവരുന്നതിന് വേണ്ടിയുള്ള പരിപാടികളാണ് ആരംഭിക്കുന്നത്. അത് നരേന്ദ്രമോദി ആദ്യകാലത്ത് തന്നെ ഒറ്റ ദിവസം കൊണ്ട് ഇന്ത്യ മുഴുവൻ ഒറ്റ ദിവസം കൊണ്ട് എല്ലാം നിർത്തുക എന്ന് പറയുന്ന ഒരു പ്രഖ്യാപനത്തോടുകൂടി പൂർണ്ണമായും ഇന്ത്യയിൽ മുഴുവൻ നടപ്പിലാക്കിയിട്ട് പരാജയപ്പെട്ടൊരു കാര്യം. കാരണം അങ്ങനെ നമുക്ക് ഈ രോഗത്തെ തടയാൻ കഴിയില്ലായിരുന്നു. ഈ ദരിദ്ര ജനവിഭാഗങ്ങളെ കൂടുതൽ ദാരിദ്ര്യത്തിലേക്കും മരണത്തിലേക്കും മാത്രമേ അത്തരം പ്രവർത്തനങ്ങൾ വഴി സാധിക്കുമെന്നും ഇന്ത്യയിൽ തന്നെ തെളിയിക്കപ്പെട്ടതാണ്. ഇത് തന്നെയാണ് ഇപ്പോഴും ആവർത്തിച്ചുകൊണ്ടിരിക്കുന്നത്. കാരണം എല്ലാ രീതിയിലുള്ള സാമൂഹ്യ ജീവിതങ്ങളും പുനഃസ്ഥാപിച്ചുകൊണ്ട് മാത്രമേ തീർച്ചയായിട്ടും വാക്സിനേഷൻ അടക്കമുള്ള കാര്യങ്ങളെ സർക്കാരുകൾക്ക് മുന്നോട്ട് കൊണ്ടു അവർക്ക് അവസ്ഥയായിരിക്കില്ല. അതുപോലെ തന്നെ മറ്റു കാര്യങ്ങളിലും വാക്സിനേഷൻ പോലുള്ള മാത്രമല്ല മാസ്ക് ധരിക്കുന്ന കാര്യത്തിലൊക്കെ തന്നെ നിയമങ്ങളൊക്കെ കർക്കശമാണ്. അതേ സമയത്ത് തന്നെ ആവശ്യമില്ലാത്ത വാക്സിനേഷൻ സർട്ടിഫിക്കറ്റ് വേണം നിങ്ങൾക്ക് ഒരു കടയിൽ പോകാനെന്ന് പറയുന്ന രീതിയിലേക്ക് പ്രശ്നങ്ങളെ മുഴുവൻ സാമൂഹ്യ ജീവിതത്തെ തടസ്സം സൃഷ്ടിക്കുന്ന രീതിയിൽ ആണ് ചെയ്തുകൊണ്ടിരിക്കുന്നത്. അത് നിർബന്ധമായും അപ്രോച്ച് തന്നെ മാറ്റുകയും പുതിയ രീതിയിൽ ഇന്നത്തെ യഥാർത്ഥ പ്രശ്നങ്ങൾ തിരിച്ചറിഞ്ഞുകൊണ്ട് വാക്സിനേഷന്റെ ഒക്കെ പരിമിതികൾ തിരിച്ചറിഞ്ഞുകൊണ്ട് എങ്ങനെയാണ് ഇത്തരം പ്രശ്നങ്ങളെ നോക്കിക്കാണേണ്ടത് എന്നുള്ളത് തന്നെയാണ് സർക്കാർ തീരുമാനിക്കുന്നത്. So government should take decision.
And you also put this, Dr. Ajay, you also
get back.
Yeah, you also put this 99% the government states nothing will happen for the sake of 1% all this drama. Now vaccination they are claiming that 99% natural immunity also. That also you put it so that people will understand in Malayalam.
അതെ. അതായത് ഈ പറയുന്ന 1% വരുന്ന ആളുകൾക്ക് ഉണ്ടാകുന്ന അല്ലെങ്കിൽ സാധാരണ രീതിയിൽ 99% ആളുകൾക്കും നാച്ചുറൽ ഇമ്മ്യൂണിറ്റി വഴി പ്രശ്നങ്ങൾ പരിഹരിക്കാൻ കഴിയുമെന്ന രീതിയിലാണ് ഇന്നത്തെ ഈ കോവിഡ് വൈറസിന്റെ വ്യാപനം വ്യക്തമാക്കി തരുന്നത്. കാരണം ആ അർത്ഥത്തിൽ നാച്ചുറൽ ഹേർഡ് ഇമ്മ്യൂണിറ്റി ന്യൂഡൽഹിയിലും മറ്റ് പ്രദേശങ്ങളിലൊക്കെ തന്നെ നേരത്തെ കണ്ടതാണ്. അപ്പൊ അത്ര സാധ്യതകളെ തന്നെ ഇല്ലാതാക്കിയിട്ടുണ്ട്. വാക്സിനേഷന്റെ മാത്രം പ്രശ്നങ്ങളെ വാക്സിനേഷനിൽ മാത്രം ലിമിറ്റ് ചെയ്തുകൊണ്ട് പരിമിതപ്പെടുത്തിക്കൊണ്ട് ചെയ്യുന്ന രീതികൾ മാറ്റുക എന്നുള്ളത് തന്നെയാണ് ഇതിനകത്തുള്ള നമ്മൾ കാണുന്നത്.
Right, wonderful. Yeah, madam.
Okay.
Yeah, wonderful. We'll just say bye before I say any two sentences in Hindi, madam, for the sake of the people of India who love to hear you in Hindi also, interlaced with Gujarati also, we don't mind.
So I should say something in Hindi, you mean to say?
Yes, Hindi and end it with Gujarati.
Okay. तो हमने प्राइम मिनिस्टर ऑफ इंडिया को और चीफ जस्टिस ऑफ इंडिया सुप्रीम कोर्ट को लिखा है कि हमारे देश में, हमारे ही देश की बहुत ही प्रतिष्ठित संस्थानें जैसे ICMR, एम्स, WHO के साथ मिलकर भी जो भी अभ्यास किए हैं उससे पता चलता है कि हमारे देश के लोगों में इम्यूनिटी आ गई है। और हमारे देश में अगर ये हालत है तो दूसरे देशों का उदाहरण देख के वैक्सीन ड्राइव चलाने की हमारे देश में कोई जरूरत नहीं है। एक्सपर्ट्स ने बोला है कि कोरोना हो जाने से जो इम्यूनिटी आ जाती है वह वैक्सीन से कई गुना ज्यादा अच्छी होती है। सबसे बड़ी खुश होने की बात तो ये है कि हमारे बच्चों में भी कोई भी बीमारी के लक्षण दिखे बिना इम्यूनिटी आ गई है। बच्चों को, बड़ों को, किसी के लिए हमने इसीलिए उनको लिखा है कि अब चर्चाएं शुरू करो कि हमारे देश में वैक्सीन की जरूरत है कि नहीं। और हम मानते हैं, हम एक डॉक्टर्स के ग्रुप ने लिखा है कि वैक्सीन की जरूरत नहीं है।
Yeah, wonderful. So let me end with two sentences. Just be with me. Now, through this show, now we request every citizen to start debating, discussing. Only then you will arrive at a decision. How? By learning. Only facts. This show, with such wonderful panelists, we have tried to explain to you the science, logic. Nothing other than that. Because we quoted from government own websites, from their own daily rhetoric. 99% nothing will happen. Only 1%, that too in 1% also 85% will recover again without going to hospital. Only in that 15% you say they need oxygen or ventilator. When such is the case, then what is happening? What has happened in the entire India? The first wave, second wave, now, why are you scaring people? This is the question to the officials and the ruling fraternity. That is one. When 99% recover on their own, where is the question of prevention measures in the name of vaccination, that too untested, under trial vaccination, without informing what it is there, what it is going to happen tomorrow on the innocent citizens' bodies. When you are sure 99% they will recover on their own, they have generated immunity, antibodies, you are trying to experiment, and now we still believe whether it is a placebo at all. That is also a $1 million question. But looting precious public money, because the money is paid from the taxes of the people by the governments, and you are making people to pay from their pocket in times of distress when they have lost employment. That is also a big debate. That is why we are demanding data. Data, where is the data? You question, where is science? Now we are questioning you, where is science and logic in your decision making? Come on, show that. Let us all celebrate when you have science and logic. 99% you also claim they will recover on their own. Then why should you need a vaccine? So you are putting that 99% in your bracket by injecting, stating that yes, this vaccine has worked. Now every bit of vaccine, what it contains, you should make it public. How it is stored, minus 70 degrees centigrade, can you store a vaccine and give, whether it is USA or all? Is it humanly possible? That is why, if it is possible, if both, whether it is US or Indian government or state governments, if you say it is possible, then remove emergency use authorization from manufacturers. Why are you spending our valuable money? If you feel they are working, they are generating immunity, let people go and take it with confidence. If there is something goes wrong, let these companies, manufacturers of vaccine companies, become liable and pay compensation. Then only we will believe. So every ingredient you have to make it public. Second, herd immunity. What is the definition of herd immunity? What is natural immunity? When we are born, are we being born with all those ingredients inside? There is no term called herd immunity. And what about your own serological studies? And what about when you, I am quoting your own examples, Pathanamthitta and Uttar Pradesh. If you are forced stating that this is not working, you are trying to again insert booster dose in their minds. That is when we have written. Why booster? When these original vaccines are not working and you want to go for combination, again booster. Instead, they are challenging Anandaya's medicine, Ayurvedic medicine. Why don't you give it a chance? That is what I said. What is Indian medicine? First, Honorable Prime Minister of India, to all Chief Ministers, Indian Council of Medical Research, Director Control Government of India, should state it in publicly. What do you mean by Indian medicine? Which is Indian medicine? What is Indian culture? What are our habits? What are our foods? And what is our tropical climate? Don't you think all these contribute to natural immunity? You challenge. You state that India doesn't have anything. No culture, no food habits, no proper climate wherein they get derived vitamin D. Come on, at least come out. Then you say, yes, that is why we are giving this vaccine. Why are you scaring people in the name of RT-PCR? Why do you want to test? When you say 99% they will recover on their own, don't you think the antibodies will be there, or whatever it is, antigen or whatever it is? Then why are you making it as a compulsion to fly, to travel, to enter any shop? Is this not infringement of fundamental rights? That is what we are trying to say. Discuss openly. The government should come out openly, discuss with everyone. Kerala, when it has recovered, why these so many infections? Where are these infections happening? How many have admitted? Daily 26,000 people die. In that, how many are real corona deaths? These deaths have to be proved by proper autopsy. And what is the treatment you have employed? Where is the treatment for corona? Is this drug trial or any side effects of the drug? That also you should make it clear. Or there, because you have ignored, as she pointed out in Bengaluru, this is because people are dying of systemic disorders and all. Those systemic disorders also have come down because of corona. Thanks to that. Because they started to employ health emergencies in their houses. They started to eat good food, exposure, staying with families. At least they are overcoming. When they are overcoming, now this new psychosis stating that this virus, that variant, as a doctor I don't understand. How can it will affect middle age one time, children other time? Virus becomes weaker as herd immunity becomes stronger. This is what we have studied. And just for the sake of inflicting our bodies through untested under trial vaccines, and even we demanded in January itself Covishield that they have stocked, that video was also there. Did government investigate? They have to come out clean. They have to come out clean. Remdesivir banned by your own WHO, which you follow in November, continued till May 2021. Monoclonal bodies, cocktail, manufacturer himself writes it will not work in those stages. Still, again you are trying to scare people to run. Then this fungal, what happened? Why did they die? Why there are no reports? The testing at government hospitals in itself shows whether people have infection or not. But you are trying to force them into submission in the name of vaccination, making it compulsion, and so that you are trying to create fear psychosis. ప్రజలారా అర్థం చేసుకోండి, 99% మందికి ఏమి కాదు అని సహజ రోగ నిరోధక శక్తి ద్వారానే వారు బయటపడతారని ప్రభుత్వాలే చెప్పినప్పుడు ఆ 1% కోసము ఈరోజు ఈ తెచ్చుకునే రోగ నిరోధక శక్తి వ్యాక్సిన్స్ ద్వారా ప్రజలపై రుద్దడానికి ప్రయత్నం చేస్తున్నారా? ఎందుకంటే మీరు చెప్పిన మాటలే అధికారికంగానే మేము చెప్తా ఉన్నాం. 99% ఏమి కానప్పుడు మరి ఈ వ్యాక్సిన్స్ ఎవరికి ఇస్తున్నారు? ఆ 99% సహజ రోగ నిరోధక శక్తిని కూడా మీరు వ్యాక్సిన్స్ ద్వారా చూపిస్తున్నారా? మరి అటువంటప్పుడు చట్టపరంగా వారు ఏదైనా ఇబ్బందులకు గురైతే ఆ వ్యాక్సిన్స్కి ఎమర్జెన్సీ యూజ్ అథరైజేషన్ తీసేయండి, నష్టపరిహారం వారు చెల్లించండి. సంవత్సరం అయిపోయింది, పతనం తిట్టే దగ్గర 2 కోవిషీల్డ్ కోవాక్సిన్ పనిచేయదని మీరే చెప్తారు. మళ్ళీ యూపీలో 2 కలిపి పనిచేస్తున్నామని చెప్తారు. ఏది నిజం ప్రజలకు తెలవాలా. ఇది ప్రజల ఆరోగ్యం, ప్రజలే ఒక రాజ్యాంగ వ్యవస్థ. ప్రజల ఆరోగ్యం విషయంలో ప్రజలకు తెలియాల్సిన అవసరం లేదా? సమాచారం ప్రజలకు తెలియాల్సిన అవసరం లేదా? సంవత్సరం నుంచి ఉద్యోగాలు కోల్పోయి పిల్లలు తమ బంగారు భవిష్యత్తు స్కూలును కోల్పోయి ఇటువంటి ఎన్నో ఇబ్బందులకు గురైనప్పుడు మీరు ఇంకా ప్రజలను ఎందుకు ఈ విధంగా సమాచారం ఇవ్వకుండా, కరెక్ట్ సమాచారం ఇవ్వకుండా? అందుగురించి ప్రజలకు కూడా చెప్తా ఉన్నాం, మీ చుట్టుపక్కల మీరు తెలుసుకోండి. ఎవరికైనా ఇన్ఫెక్షన్ వచ్చిందా, కరోనా వల్ల ఎవరైనా హాస్పిటల్కి పోయారా, చనిపోయారా? వాళ్ళు హాస్పిటల్కి పోయి చనిపోతే దేని గురించి చనిపోయారు అడగండి. రోజు 26,000 పైన మంది చనిపోతారు రోజు. దాంట్లో కరోనా ఎంతమంది? అందుగురించే మీరు జాగృతులు కాండి, మాట్లాడడం నేర్చుకోండి, చర్చించండి వాస్తవాలు. మేము ఖండిస్తూ ఉన్నాం ఆ వీడియోలో వ్యాక్సిన్ వేసుకుని అందరూ చనిపోతారనే తప్పది. మీ సహజ రోగ నిరోధక శక్తే మిమ్మల్ని కాపాడుతుంది. ఎప్పుడు సంతోషంగా ఉండండి. సూర్యునికి మీరు రోజు ఉదయం లేచి నడవండి, పౌష్టిక ఆహారం తీసుకోండి. అదేవిధంగా అటువంటి సహజ రోగ నిరోధక శక్తి మన దగ్గరనే ఉన్నప్పుడు 99% మంది దానంతకు అదే బయటపడే ఆ క్రమంలో అప్పటికప్పుడు తెచ్చినటువంటి ఈ వ్యాక్సిన్లు అవసరమా? మీరే ఆలోచన చేసుకోండి. దిస్ ఇస్ ఫర్ టుడే మేడం. థ్యాంక్స్ ఎ లాట్. ఐ హోప్ వీ హ్యావ్ కవర్డ్ ఎవ్రీ పాయింట్. Let God bless everyone. Let people become informed. Informed citizenry is the one who should be taking their decisions, not imposed for the sake of making some people billionaires. Even in Corona time, we have seen people entering Forbes list. When people are dying the other side, here when people try to celebrate that our people are entering into Forbes list. That is the beauty of Indian democracy. Should we salute this or feel bad? So your health in your hands. मी आरोग्यम मी చేతుల్లో. आपका स्वास्थ्य आपके हाथ में. दिमाग लगाइए, सोचिए, बात करना सीखिए, डर निकालिए और केवल सच को मानिए, because it ultimately only truth triumphs. Thanks. Take care for all the people in India. Sukha Nidra, Shubharatri for world over. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Bye madam. Bye sir.
Thank you. Bye bye.